Hello everyone, and the topic of this video is please don't be a killer. I mean mostly metaphorically. Actually, don't be a killer in any sense, please. But in this video I'd like to talk how we kill people not with our actions or weapons, but with our words, and sadly, how we often kill ourselves at some point without realizing it. So, my point is that or should I start with a story? I came to the idea of talking about what I'm going to talk about is after talking with a murderer, a real murderer, a person who killed someone and then went to jail, and then when 20 years passed, he, maybe not 20 but only 12, he went out of prison back to other world, back to freedom. And it was the only murderer I have ever chatted with. We talked about literature and poetry because apart from being a murderer, he was a poet and a writer. And a specific thing about this writer and poet was that he was so strict, I would say strict to cruelty to his own works. He said he's writing 1 page in 1 year because he wants all the words to be so perfect, because he knows how it is done, how good books are done, and he sees that what he writes isn't perfect, and he wants to be perfect. It's so deep in him that he wants to be perfect. And he blames himself for writing some book which made him feel cringe afterwards. This person was the most perfectionist I have ever met, I have ever talked to. I talked to other perfectionists in my life. I myself is a perfectionist at some point. This person was the most perfect perfectionist I have ever met, and he was a murderer, literally. And I started thinking, what if it is not a coincidence? What if there is a link between being a perfectionist and being a murderer? Actually, today I watched a video on YouTube. Its name was somewhat like Polish musician murdered his guitar, and his name was Marcin. You can find him on YouTube if you want. He plays good, he plays perfect, I would say. So there is such an association in people's mind, like murdering, killing it is doing something perfectly. And when you think about it philosophically, the only perfect people are dead people because they won't do some cringe. They're already dead. They won't have an opportunity to spoil their reputation. All the perfect pieces of art are dead because they're so perfect you can't change a single thing there without spoiling it. So it's kind of a dead piece of art. Being perfect means being dead. It's like you belong to eternity. The idea of being perfectness is living in eternity, is not living in life, but belonging to eternity. And to belong in eternity, first of all, you have to be killed. I think, yeah, that's what happens. And it's not so bad, I think, because this life is killing each living creature sooner or later. So maybe there is a good side in it. And there are certainly good sides in perfectionism because it makes people to make something better, to make it perfect, so that we had these perfect pieces of art and things. But alive people, they are never perfect. They all have flaws. They might fuck up in the future all of a sudden. That's what happens. So being alive is being unperfect, imperfect. And being dead means to be perfect. They even say, don't say bad things about dead people. Aut bene, aut nihilo in Latin. There is also the point. So what is the moral of this story? The moral of this story is that when you want to create something, when you're creating something, when you see someone is creating something, and when you say, stop, it's not perfect, I should kill it. I should burn these pages because they are not perfect. You're just killing yourself, killing your creations, or killing other person if you are saying it to other person. Death should come at the right time, when you already had enough time to develop, to grow, to evolve. Then at some point maybe there should be this killing thing. It's like you have been writing a book for a lot of years, improving it, and someday you should edit it to perfection and to release in life, release to eternity. The process of writing has ended, so kind of this is a killed piece of art. It went to eternity, you're not changing it anymore. It's not breathing, it's not changing. Then there is flavor of perfection should appear only at the stage of final editing of something. But until then, just don't kill yourself, don't kill your creations, don't kill other people, don't kill their creations, because This is what perfectionism is for killing. It literally or metaphorically kills anything or anyone. You're just saying, you're not perfect enough. Goodbye. I don't want to talk to you anymore. That's what it does. It kills. It's not so bad sometimes, but I want to ask you to kill less, as little as it's possible. Just remember, a perfectionist is the same person who is a murderer. There is a link between a perfectionist is a murderer is a perfectionist. There is a link. Don't forget about it. So, goodbye, have a nice day. Put some negative comments on this video.